The Salomon ADV Skin 8 Women's Set. Also a really beautiful pack in terms of, or vest in terms of features, as well as just the fabric. Really light, really soft. This one comes in a little bit heavier than the other vests in this review. This comes in at, its listed weight is 251 grams or 8.5 ounces. On the store scale, we had it a bit heavier at 10.9 without the bottles and 13.7 with bottles. I think this was consistent with Salomon products where I found the shoes to be a little bit heavier than their listed weights as well. So I'm not sure whether they're pulling a Volkswagen on us or whether that's just, I don't know, my scales off. This one is in the namesake, the 8 is an 8-liter in terms of volume vest. And this one is pretty impressive in terms of the amount of storage that's available in this 8-liter vest. This has the most pockets of any of the vests in the lineup, or at least in our review here lineup, at a total of 14. So we'll take you through some of those as we review some of the features in the design. This one also, in terms of just speaking to the women's design, a little bit narrower than the men. The sculpting isn't quite as aggressive, but does flare out, and they make the pocket designs for the hydration flasks with pretty uniquely designed bottles, which with a really unique shape, and designed to allow it to sculpt and get away from the sides and the breast and follow the contours of a woman's body or chest. So starting in, I guess, just with little pockets, since I was just taking the bottle out, the two most in view would be the two pockets for those hydration flasks, again with a fairly unique design to that bottle. So while you could put others into this vest, it's really designed to take that shape of bottle. Really long tube extenders here, so allowing you to really sip as you need to. And then the two loops here, actually there's 3 loops on this one, keeps the extender valve from flopping too much. With this one being a little bit longer, you may get a little bit more than some of the others, but you can adjust where that bottle sits down into the pocket and bring it up or down a little bit. And you can also send it through one of the other loops here if you want to get it closer or further away from your mouth or face. On the front of either side, you have a drop-in pocket in front of the bottle. Really stretchy material, so you can pack quite a bit into that. The one on the right has an additional interior pocket with some weather resistance to it. And then you have on the upper portion with medial access, 2 side drop-in pockets on either side and with perforations or ventilated material there. The clasps here is a 2-point clasp sternal design. This one does use the smaller clasp points, similar to a couple other vests in the review. This one, usually, as I mentioned, I don't love going after little things, particularly late in a race or after a long day where I lose some of the dexterity. This one, though, does flip in a lot easier than trying to mess with the Ultimate Directions clasp, finding a little loop here. You can adjust where these are biting in. You wouldn't do it on the fly, but you can do it if you wanted to take it up or down. And then you have a common cinch point with this stretchy cord in the center, which would be here. So this stretchy cord does allow more expansion of the chest and breathing, and if you needed to adjust it throughout the day or with layering, and a really quick point of adjustment there that allows that to really expand. So that setup, I think, is pretty nice. There's also multiple pole holder configurations or patterns in this vest. It allows you to send them across horizontally or vertically in the front, and you can use them in the back as well. So really nice multifaceted design and consideration there. And then you also have, which you can reach from the top over the right shoulder, there's an additional pocket right in here, which also has waterproof or at least resistant design to it with a pouch. Just one more in that. And then also on the sides are the lat pockets, you have the zips here, and as with most Salomon vests, it's really impressive how much you can stuff in those pockets just based on how stretchy that material is. So not only do you have the zipper pocket here to tuck really anything you want. I mean, you can put your phone in any number of places in this vest, but even if you send it in there, which may not be the most ideal place underneath the arm on this vest, it'll take it. And on top of that, you have an additional drop-in pocket from the top where you can put in other soft flasks or stuffed gear with fairly easy access to it. On the back side of the vest, just more pocket configurations. So on either side, you have stretchy drop-in pockets on either side there. You have an external vertical zip pocket in there, and you have additional points of attachment on the inside there for clasping things down further or cinching things in or attaching it on the inside. And then you have multiple pockets on the back, which are drop in from the top. You have one external pocket, which has a drop-in additional mesh compartment there, and also has a clip if you're needing to clip in your keys or fob or what have you. And it also has a, next to the back or closest to the back, a insulated pouch for holding, I think it's a 1.5 liter bladder that would slip into that one. The weight being a little bit more in this design, partly is there's just a bit more material. This one does have a honeycomb mesh, somewhat of a padding, which would be between you and the bladder in this one, whereas some of the other vests did not. So that adds a little bit of weight, but also maybe a little bit of comfort on the back. Solomon, I believe, has gotten several best of in reviews, and it'll get another one here from our women's testers. So as I've mentioned, more important than me taking you through the features of the vests here is hearing what our testers, in this case Sheena and Nicole, had to say. So the Advanced Skin women's set here, just in case she doesn't mention it in the video review, it is in the written one, that this was Sheena's top choice and gave it the best vest of 2020 for her. So really nice design. As I mentioned, the most pockets of any of the vests in this lineup, probably more expansion, which allows you to pack a lot more than just that 8 liters in there. Really easily accessible pockets, multiple pole configurations, makes it a really nice all-around vest. This one is between $145, $155, depending on the site that you look on, and it continues as is into 2021 in the Salomon vest lineup. Some of their other vests will change in name and the tiers, but this one remains. I believe it might come in at $145, if I remember right, for 2021, or $150, somewhere in there. So, Advanced Skin 8 set for women, and take it, Nicole and Sheena.
So this is the Salomon Advanced Skin 8 women's specific. This was my favorite vest out of 5 vests that I tried. Some of the big reasons why I like this vest are the amount of storage, both front and back. Several pockets. They're pretty tight, but you can really load them up with plenty of nutrition. Your phone, they're deep pockets, so you can fit your phone in there, iPad, music, or iPod, if anyone uses those anymore. Has some side stash pockets that go back, so you're utilizing some space along your back that isn't going to restrict your arm movement at all. This, I'm looking for the zipper right here. So they're quite large. You can fit a headlamp, things like that. The back has a large secure pocket with a zipper and you can also load it with a bladder, and it comes with this awesome insulated pad that the insulation piece goes between your back and the bladder so that it doesn't get super hot, which is really nice, and also helps with any kind of weird rubbing or chafing that may go on. The adjustment straps on this vest are aplenty. There's these here in the front that I feel like, as far as the amount of adjustment you get, is great. You can do it on the fly. You can wear clothes underneath and then easily tighten it down if you need to remove some things or just wear something over the top. I've had the unisex version of this vest, and the flasks were with the short top. They were really long with a short top, and one of the big reasons why I wanted to try this vest was to try these long straws. Just, it's easier, or I thought it would be easier to get water without having to crane my neck if I'm on like a really steep downhill or a technical spot in the trail, and they definitely are easier. A feature about these that I like is it has multiple points of adjustment for where the straw kind of lays when you're not using it. So it's not like hitting your collarbone, and it's not in your neck or your face. So that was something that I really liked about this vest as opposed to some of the other long straws that I tried. And the material on this vest is really nice. It feels great on your skin. I've worn this vest with a shirt, long sleeve, tank top, just a sports bra underneath. I've had no chafing. It feels really nice. The padded material on the inside of the vest can be definitely a little, almost like insulating. It can get a little warm if it's like a hot summer day, but otherwise I really like the fit and feel of this vest, and I felt like you can load it up for a long day, or you can really pare it down and just use the front water, and it rides well.
So the Salomon ADV Skin 8 set for women, a really great piece in the Salomon lineup. Looking forward to spring 2021. The vest does carry over. Some color updates. The Poseidon does carry over. In addition to the Advanced Skin set here, Salomon will update and intro the Sense Pro. I think it's a 10 and a 5 set, if I remember right, also in a women's design and cut. So look for that coming in spring 2021. We'll try to keep them in stock here, so check it out at the trailscollective.com shop and website, but also really an advocate for shopping local. So if you've got a shop in town, this vest interests you, stop in, see if they've got it, try it on. If they don't, let us know, and we'll see if we can pick it off for you. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we will catch you next round. See ya!